Hiya. So we're at the last stage of the memory bears. I've turned them inside out. I've personalised them with Cricut. I don't know. Anyway, iron-on vinyl. So I've done that a little bit, and now I'm ready to stuff. I won't show you the whole stuffing of the whole bear because it's a bit of a laborious process. Just give you a few hints and tips. I might do a short video of the ladder stitch, but I don't know if it's really it'd be like a couple of minutes worth. Anyway, so I buy CE safety standard stuffing. Now with memory bears, you can't really CE label them because you can't guarantee that the fabric is up to standard for CE testing, which is why you cannot make memory bears as dolls or toys for playing with. They are purely for the sentimental value of having that person's item of clothing made into a bear. I try to still use the same standard of sewing and standard of materials that I have to add to the product that I would put in a normal item that I am making for CE testing, because I do have the conformance pack and I do make all my other items that I make, like dolls and fairy wings and stuff, and I make them all to standard. So a bit of advice about stuffing: it comes backpacked normally if you buy it off the internet, so quite small, and then I literally pull it apart and fluff it, so it's really fibrous then, and then it's more likely to fill the gaps in your bear or doll, whatever you're making, and make it feel really nice and full and squishy and give it that kind of nice feel. So with these bears, I always fill the head, then I fill the feet pads and legs, and I get them really hard, so when I put it down it will literally stand up on its own. Then I do the arms, and then I fill in from the bum up and to the point where it's getting a bit tricky to kind of put any more in without it kind of popping back out again. Like I said before, you think you've stuffed it enough, you probably haven't. Give it a little bit more. You want it to feel nice. So another tip I have is, if you have a flat surface on an animal or thing you're making, is to hold that against the worktop when you're stuffing to stop it from being lumpy and bumpy. You'll kind of build up your own techniques really, but the main thing to do is don't rush it, don't understuff, and try and mould your item as you're making it. So as you're making it, pull it out and push it and give it that shape. Really make those areas pop.
Mum,
Hello.
yes.
Well done, Bubba.
Mum,
My son's just having strawberries.
Nice cake?
No, I don't want any cake, darling, thank you. You've had some cake already, haven't you? Mum's just doing a video in a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mum, should I get some food?
No, you're going to have a bath in a second, and then we're going to have supper before bed. Yeah, so I just like to get it in all the nooks and crannies. If you overstuff, you can of course risk your seams popping. Never a good thing. So yeah, it is a bit of a process. It's not the quickest bit of making a stuffed toy, but probably one of the most, other than sewing all your seams nice and neat, this is the finished bit. So why skimp on the last bit and not make it just right? Just lots of that for that. And then the next bit after that is doing the nose. So what I do with the nose is I get a piece of scrap interfacing and I hold that over the face, because you find different fabrics respond in different ways to being sewn. So as much as the pattern has a nose with it, I like to draw my own nose on the interfacing. I iron that onto the back of felt, low heat setting, cut it out and hand stitch it on. I just think you the shape of the nose can be a bit different depending on the fabrics. I tend to draw a triangle round off the edges and stitch that on rather than the pattern one. Just found it a bit easier, but that's just how I do it. You obviously may find an alternative way or prefer the shape of the one that comes in the pattern. So you'll notice that the cheeks do pop out a little bit. So when it's nicely stuffed, that thing will sit so nicely. See how it's still a bit. I've seen examples of these like that, and I just think you just need that little bit of firmness just to make sure.
No, no, no.
A lot of stuffing. So when you film yourself, you realise how much it uses, isn't it? I buy mine bulk now. You can buy it in all good haberdasheries and stuff, and places like Hobbycraft. I just find that's quite expensive way now of purchasing it. I've heard of some people using like pillow fillings and stuff. I prefer to purchase what I know comes with the certificate that says it is safe for CE testing, and I hold that in my tech file, so I know that if there's ever a question I can show what I've used. Mom, and I can show that if it's a standard. With the what?
I want to pick up a starfish.
A starfish?
Yeah.
Next time we go to the beach and we find a starfish, you can have a look at one. So I'm just pushing it in under the nose and chin there to get them nice and full.
If it comes to me,
yeah?
they won't bite me.
I hope not. Starfish don't really have any teeth, Bubba, so you'll be fine. I'm guessing there's starfish on the telly. Right, so this is the head. See how when you look at it, you want to get him or her the right kind of shapes. I need a bit more on the cheeks and a bit more around the back there.
Mum.
Hello.
About this hero turning about the queen.
Yeah.
On face. And the eyes are turning red.
Yeah.
On the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I put Bangle on. This way movie torch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to
Okay.
watch it all day? Swing with the TV on.
It's become very long, so I need to.
Mum,
Yep. I'm a bit busy.
did you put the head?
I'm making the head now, aren't I? I'm just doing a video, darling. So give me 5 minutes, please. And then
Can
I'll be.
I make a video as well?
We can make a video later, but I'm just doing a video now. People don't want to hear you talking all the time. People don't want to hear me talking all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm telling them how to do it. Right, off you go then. 2 seconds. Come on. Okay. I'm just like, just giving it, try to smooth him out as best you can. Hello.
Wait. Oh my God.
Okay. You tend to find that you end up with like a layer of stuff on the outside and kind of a hole in the middle. How's that looking? The squares in the fabric make it look a bit. It looks like it's got a bit. That's his head done. So now, I don't know, now I'm looking at it straight on again. I'm just going to pop a bit more in this side of the neck at the bottom. Okay, so you just kind of carry on with all that. Obviously moving down, I do the feet, then the arms, and then the main body, and then it all comes together quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is finish stuffing this one. I'll stuff the other one. I'm just going to do a ladder stitch to sew up the back hole, and then I'll do the noses, and then I'll give them a bit of decoration, as agreed with the lady who's having these, and then I'll show you the finished product. Thank you very much for watching.